You really believe that in 1969, when televisions were still in black and white and folks were still using rotary fucking phones, and most new cars sold in the United States didn't even have power windows or fucking air conditioning, that we just strapped two cowboys into what was essentially a fucking Coke can with a Chevy small block attached to it, and just launched them motherfuckers out into orbit on nothing more than a hope and a fucking dream, and somehow managed to land that glorified bottle rocket safely on an uncharted lunar surface, where they then got out and played hopscotch for a few hours, and then they got right back inside that motherfucker, and then somehow managed to launch themselves back off the goddamn moon with no infrastructure. And then a few short weeks later, they landed safely back on Earth. You really fucking believe that that happened? Goddamn, you're a gullible son of a bitch. I bet you still believe in fucking Santa Claus, you goofy bastard.
Neil and Buzz, the President of the United States is in his office now and would like to say a few words to you. Over. That would be an honor. Go ahead, Mr. President. This is Houston out.
Hello, Neil and Buzz. I'm talking to you by telephone from the Oval Room at the White House. And this certainly has to be the most historic telephone call ever made. I just can't tell you how proud we all are of what you do. For every American, this has to be the proudest day of our lives. And for people all over the world, I am sure they too join with us in recognizing what an immense feat this is. Because of what you have done, the heavens have become a part of man's world. And as you talk to us from the sea of tranquility, it inspires us to redouble our efforts to bring peace and tranquility to Earth. For one priceless moment in the whole history of man, all the people on this earth are truly one. One in their pride in what you have done, and one in our prayers that you will return safely to Earth.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's a great honor and privilege for us to be here representing not only the United States, but men of peace of all nations, and with interest and a curiosity and with the vision for the future.
And thank you very much, and I look forward, all of us look forward to seeing you on the Hornet on Thursday.
Look forward to that very much, sir.
Since we're getting scammed again with this next little psyop, have you ever noticed it seems like the same group of people believe this narrative? They also believe this narrative. It's like, I don't understand. So we're just going to keep playing videos, but I do like to play comedy on my channel.
3, 2, 1, ignition. Right away, Houston. Vector grid. Ag thought.
Oh my
Pitch over.
Is that not funny to you? Like, do you not laugh when you see this kind of stuff? This one. Oh my gosh.
Okay, when he hits the craters and starts bouncing is when he gets his rooster tail. He makes sharp turns. Hey, that was a good stop. Those wheels just locked. Mark off. Okay. Hold.
Okay, I really want you to notice at the very end what the sun says, okay? Listen really close what the sun says.
Would you swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon?
You bet your sweet ass.
Okay, put your left hand on the Bible. Put your left hand on the Bible. Raise your right hand and say, I, Edgar Mitchell,
I, Edgar Mitchell,
affirm, under penalty of eternal damnation.
I don't believe in that, but penalty of eternal damnation.
That I walked on the moon on Apollo 14.
That I walked on the moon on Apollo 14.
Well, you know, you're the first astronaut to do that. We asked 6 other astronauts to swear on the Bible, and they refused to do it.
Well, I don't particularly like to take oaths like that either, because I don't accept the Bible as a gospel of anything except a historical record. But we did go to the moon. You bet your sweet ass we went to the moon. Okay, turn off the camera. Your interview is done. I've given you all the time I'm going to give you.
Okie dokie. Good to meet you.
I don't say it's a pleasure.
Understand.
Please get your ass out of my house.
Okay.
And you came here under false pretenses, and I think you're an asshole.
Well,
and if you continue this, and if you press this, I will personally take you to court.
I hope that you do. I invite you to. I'm going to give you my card so you can arrange that. And I'm encouraging you to arrange.
You're frankly not worth it.
No, we have you on the record saying you'll take me to court. I hope you do. Because we have proof that would prove it in a court of law that Apollo 11 didn't go to the moon. And I think it's something that you should see it. I don't say that lightly, believe me. I don't say it lightly.
You have joking, sir. People can have fun. And maybe do that if they feel like they want to have a little fun on a trip to the moon. As an independent producer,
okay, we're heading out.
Doing that is against moral ethics.
Lying about going to the moon is a satanic lie of gigantic proportions.
I don't hit people, but you're going to be on the deck unless you get...
I'm heading out. I appreciate it.
And get the hell out of my house. You're going to get a gun and shoot them at them before they get out of the office?
We have a video camera running if you want to do it.
Right.
That would be great footage for us. See you later. In court, I hope.
You want to call the CIA? Have them whacked?
That Neil Armstrong guy. Have you seen him on the talk shows? Neil Armstrong? You mean the first man to walk on the moon? Talk about a fish story. Yeah.
Man, and they're buying it.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Armstrong, Bart Sibrel, ABC Digital. Wanted to give you the opportunity to swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon. Will you put your left hand on the Bible and swear to God that you walked on the moon?
Gentlemen. Mr. Sibrel.
Yes? If you really walked on the moon, why would you not do that? So why don't you just put the into the record in the argument and put your hand on the Bible, swear to God you walked on the moon.
Mr. Sibrel, knowing you, that's probably a fake Bible.
Really? Well, no, it's a real Bible. You have the opportunity to have $5,000.
The meeting is not open.
Well, you have $5,000 cash. You can give it to charity if you swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon. So why don't you put your hand on the Bible and swear to God that you walked on the moon?
Mr. Sibrel, you do not deserve answers.
Let's talk about this, because this is fascinating. I remember very clearly, I think anybody who was alive at the time does, I remember my parents waking me up and we went down and we watched you guys land on the moon.
No,
which
you
was
didn't. No, you didn't.
What?
Because there wasn't any television. There wasn't anybody taking a picture. You watched animation. So you associated what you saw with...
I have very hazy memories.
Yeah, I know.
Well, the moon landing was not faked. True?
That's correct. The moon landing happened exactly the way the whole world saw it.
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
That's not an 8-year-old's question. That's my question. I want to know, but I think I know. Because we didn't go there, and that's the way it happened. And if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why it didn't happen, so in the future, if we want to keep doing something, we need to know why something stopped in the past that we wanted to keep it going.
Thank you, Conan. Hey, Animation B, you're wrong, and I'm going to prove it. Let's look at the photo. You say that's me? Okay, check out the name badge. It says Aldrin. Looks like you're right, but notice the helmet. Can you see my face? No. This is a secret I've been keeping for almost half a century. On July 20th, 1969, Neil Armstrong and I pulled off humanity's first extraterrestrial prank. Just before we left the lunar module, we switched spacesuits. You want proof? Push in on the reflection in the helmet.
This moment of the journey.
Scariest. It didn't happen. It could have been scary.
Your phone loses signal the moment your plane hits 30,000 feet. Then how on earth did Nixon pick up the phone and call 2 men standing on the moon in 1969? And here's what's even wilder. Those astronauts were supposedly 238,000 miles away, in a vacuum with 0 cell towers, 0 satellites powerful enough at the time, yet the call connected on the first try, crystal clear, no lag, no static. But you can't FaceTime your cousin from a Delta flight over Kansas. Sit with that for a second, because we've all just accepted that. Nobody questioned it out loud. It just got filed away in our brains under things that happened. Right next to the dog ate my homework, and I'm almost there when you haven't even left the house yet. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. In 1969, the most advanced communication technology available was barely keeping up with transatlantic calls, underwater cables, operator-assisted connections. Calls dropped constantly.
You can see the eye and how it's forming. But one of the things that's interesting about up here, when you see that whole hurricane, you're pretty amazed and you start taking pictures and all of that of it. But then you forget that there are people in danger down on Earth with the hurricanes and all that. So sometimes it's easy to lose perspective.
When you see that whole hurricane, you're pretty amazed and you start taking pictures and all of that of it. But then you forget.
It is the highest high.
We're going to the moon.
Did you see that? And I wonder,
what's up with the lettering behind this ball?
How are they doing with you so far from home?
Like, what? Wait for it.
I overheard from some of the conferences, and then what I enjoyed watching.
What is this?
I think there's a lot going on. it's been interesting to hear what they...
Next question is from Liam in Elsipogtog, New Brunswick.
And I wonder, do you still see stars in outer space?
Yeah, I was actually just talking to my crewmates about that today. I've definitely seen stars in outer space, and
Watch the reaction.
I've definitely seen stars in outer space, and I was saying I haven't as many as I thought I would, so read.
Did you catch it? Watch again.
Any as I thought I would, so read. Any as I thought I would, so read.
Reed Weissman tells Jeremy Hansen to close his mouth when asked about stars in space.
We have so much illumination from the sun on the moon and the earth right now. It is hard at times to see stars.
Whoever looked away from Earth into the black void.
Because you can see, because you can see the stars.
Oh yeah.
Because you can see the stars.
Oh yeah.
You know, and pretty much all the time you can see the stars.
There's more than stars. You can see planets. You can see moon.
Never able to see stars from the lunar surface. I don't recall during the period of time that we were photographing the solar corona what stars we could see. I don't remember seeing any.
It's just like when you walk out in the daytime, you see a blue sky but no stars. We look outside and we see the black space and no stars. But tonight we're going to be pointed into deep space, and we're going to turn out all the lights in the spacecraft for the first time on the mission. And if you give yourself about 20 or 30 minutes, we do this all the time on the International Space Station. Christina and I just have great fond memories of this. You'll start to see the stars, and if you give it enough time, you'll see so many stars. It's hard to see the constellations because there are so many stars out there. And
one thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth. There's no place to go.
So hold on a second, because this does not help the allegations. We have an astronaut saying this, and people still don't recognize that this whole thing is a big joke. You are the butt of the joke if you believe that this is actually going on to the way it's described. Listen to this guy, and then we'll discuss the length of the rocket, by the way, which allegedly went to the moon the other day.
It might land wrong, but I'm going to try anyway. This is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon, and we're going to have humans in low Earth orbit. That is awesome. Like, we should, as humanity, we should take a brief moment to go, that's awesome. One of the things that we most asked for and look forward to is we are going to do a crew conference between Integrity and the International Space Station, the crew that's up there.
If you're paying attention, he said, this is the first time that there's been people on the moon and them talking to other people in lower Earth orbit. So, but it's just very interesting that you'd word it that way. Now, how tall was the rocket? 322 feet. 322 is literally the number of the Skull and Bones secret society. None of this is a coincidence. Humans will see a whole nother world when the veil is lifted on how signs and symbols are really ruling the world and telling you what's going on.
There's a rumor that Christina Koch, the NASA astronaut, was also in a movie. She was in Mad Max. And, you know, rumors, though. Who can trust a rumor? Go over to IMDb, and when you type in IMDb and her name, there's no photo. So people are saying, oh, that's not her. But just scroll down, because it shows you that she was also in the Artemis. Why is this stuff on IMDb anyway? I thought space was a serious endeavor, you know, not entertainment. But, I guess these people are just actors. But don't worry, this is just entertainment.
Necessarily just Earth. It was all the blackness around it. Earth was just this lifeboat hanging undisturbingly in the universe. Uh-oh. So I may have not learned, I know I haven't learned everything that this journey has yet to teach me.
Do you see how she forgot her lines in the middle of her speech? This should show and tell you all that you need to know about these people. They are not astronauts. They are actor knots.
I want you guys to watch this part right here. Look at how Reed looks at Christina. He looks at her here in a second. He's like, good Lord, you just dropped the ball, lady. And then he comes over here and he shakes his head. Look at this. Oh my God. He's looking at her. I know you messed up.
He's sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, you have no idea what you just got us into. This is going to be rough.